turn the page to Damn Okay. You
Yeah.
get your own segment on your own show.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing, right? How did I get my own segment on my own podcast? That's amazing. But yes, we're going with Damn Okay.
Exactly.
You know, that's my, you know how that
Damn.
goes. I'm okay. Damn. I'm okay. Yeah, no, I mean, yes, I'm okay. Illegal gambleizing. Oh, baby. I am Chris Simms. I'm okay. Damn. Okay.
Legal gambleizing.
Legal gambleizing. Me
haven't heard
in the
that one yet.
English language.
Yeah.
We are always killing it. But I got some damn okay from what we saw on Sunday. Oh, baby. I'm rhyming today, too. Watch out, John McDonald. John, Giants lost. All right. So, first guy for damn okay. It's my buddy. All right, Kyle Shanahan. He gets the first one for, like, damn, okay.
What's the number one reason his team is leading the NFC in points?
Cool, because yesterday he cracked the code. I mean, he cracked the code. Like, I mean, you know how, like, video games, you can put a code in sometimes and, like, never die, right? Or, like, back in my day, there was a game called Contra. Did you guys, nobody, you're not going to remember Contra. It's on the old Nintendo. It's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. And then you got 30 lives, okay? Wow. Yeah, I still remember it. Shanahan cracked the code of the Bengals defense.
How?
How, I don't know exactly how yet, but I know this, because I'll tell you that on Wednesday when we do the deep dive film, okay? But just watching the game, you could have played quarterback yesterday for the 49ers and thrown for 3 touchdowns. No question about it.
Guys that open.
I mean, the first touchdown pass was Marquise Goodwin on the oh shit play, which Kyle Shanahan invented, which is basically a fake run to the right, and there was a receiver instead of a tight end this time. They act like they're going to block down on the linebackers, and they come out and the wheel out the backside. The Sammy Watkins touchdown last week from Patrick Mahomes. Kyle Shanahan invented that play.
Wow.
Invented it. That started. Another screen for a big touchdown. But people open all over the field all day, let alone, I mean, their rushing attack was unstoppable. And that's the beauty of Kyle Shanahan's offense. I mean, he attacks defensive schemes. He knows rules, and that's the beauty of Kyle, really. Him and I think Josh McDaniels separate themselves in this conversation. And not to say that they're the best offensive coordinators in the league. I mean, McVay, Sean Payton, there's a lot of people in this conversation. But I think when I look at two guys that attack rules of defenses, if you play one defense too much and they get a feel for it, they know these defenses as good as the defensive coordinator, and they know exactly where to attack to have people's head spinning going, wait, the coach told me my rule is this, and they're attacking the rule the coach told me about it. And that's what Shanahan did yesterday, which was so impressive, let alone, let's see, how many yards did they run for? Oh, 259 yards rushing. That kind of helps out the rest of the offense.
Numbers.
Right, that's college-type numbers. And they had 572 total yards. But that was an impressive showing. People are going to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, he looks good. He's back on the mend. No, he's not yet. He's not, but this is great that they're 2-0, and he's still not playing to all of his capabilities.
What do you see from him that's kind of lacking right now?
Well, I just think he's still – I don't see a lot of big-time throws or, plays to where I just go, oh, wow, he's dissecting defenses. Even when, Shanahan doesn't draw up the most perfect play, he's sticking it into tight windows and making unreal throws into tight coverage. No, I'm not seeing that quite yet. Now, what he did yesterday, and I know what he said to Mike Florio, he's very happy with Jimmy Garoppolo's running, too, and just keeping them out of some bad situations. But this is amazing, and this is why I say, when you talk about Green Bay or the 49ers right now, their quarterbacks aren't hitting on all cylinders yet, but they're 2-0.
Exactly.
And you go, ooh, so when it all aligns, watch out. And so that's my first damn okay.
Your second one, speaking of 2-0 teams, with quarterbacks who can run, Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's my boy, Blue. Damn, okay, Josh Allen. Proving me right that you're going to be a good quarterback. Damn, I like you.
Aside from the record,
yes.
What about his plays making you say, damn, okay?
Well, other than the first half last week where, he had some, full Tropic Thunder moments, okay, where you're just like, what are you doing? You're not back at Wyoming. You can't throw 50 yards across your body on the full run at Giants Stadium or MetLife. But ever since that moment, second half last week was phenomenal with big throws and some big moments. But yesterday, the biggest thing that I saw more than anything, and the Bills are impressive as is, but third downs in the first half, he was unbelievable in extending plays, finding completions. Really what got them out to the 21-7 lead in the game and got them control of the game was really Josh Allen's physical ability. And I just look at him and what the Bills are doing. I think a lot of Sean McDermott, the defense. But then Josh Allen is coming into his own. They got the right weapons around him.
That's
the
what
right
I wanted
offense.
to ask you about. Because we're just praising the Cowboys
right.
They have around Dak.
Right.
The pass catchers and runners around Josh Allen, good enough for this to be sustainable?
Right. Good enough. Like not to where I'm going to go as Cowboy level or anything like that. But when you go Cole Beasley, John Brown, and Isaiah McKenzie, right? And they're running the New England offense, so they want Wes Welkers and Edelman.
What do you mean the New England offense?
Well, it's Brian Daboll. He came from New England, right? So it's that system, and we know with that system, they got a lot of different ways to run those jerk and option routes underneath and do all that. And then they got some aggressive downfield throws, too, dialed up for Josh Allen, And he's got guys like McKenzie and John Brown who can catch the wide receiver screens where we've seen Edelman and Welker be so awesome in years past. So I think that's the special thing they got going right now. And slowly finding a running game. But I think Buffalo is for real. I chickened out picking them for the playoffs, and I'm paying the price right now. We'll see what happens, but I do think they are for real. This is not going to just go away. I'm not saying they're going to go 13-3 or anything like that.
10-6 maybe?
Yeah, but that is certainly a possibility, I think, with the way this team is orchestrated or put together.
My favorite damn okay to get to, because it has to do with the Chiefs, but it's not the Chiefs offense, Chiefs defense.
Chiefs defense. Damn, okay, I see you. Get down 10-0 in the hole, but okay, that shit stopped right there. I mean, the Chiefs defense is going to give the Chiefs offense a fighting chance this year, or the team a fighting chance. It's not going to always have to be, oh gosh, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't put up 35 and throw for 404 touchdowns, we're not sure they can win the football game.
Which he almost did in the second quarter.
Which he almost did in the second quarter. That's how amazing they are. I mean, really. Have you ever seen a team flip field position or flip the scoreboard as quickly as the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
It is amazing. And to add that onto that, that's a lot of pressure on the defense. Because when your offense is like that, other offenses now that are playing the Kansas City defenses, they're going to do shit that they usually don't do. Because they're going to go, we got to keep pace. I got to call plays that I normally wouldn't call here, but we got to be aggressive because, Mahomes, he might throw for 304, 4 TDs in a quarter, and we'll be out of the game. So that's the impressive thing about Steve Spagnuolo and what I've seen. They made all the proper adjustments, not only scheme-wise, they got some good people up front when you get into Frank Clark, and then big Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Let's pay him off because Chris Jones is in the conversation, for the second best D tackle in football.
After
Aaron Donald, right? And I would usually go Fletcher Cox second, but I know he is dealing with a little turf toe injury, maybe not quite all himself. But Chris Jones is a one-man wrecking crew. And other than Aaron Donald, he's the best interior pass rusher in football. He can ruin games. So you take that aspect into it, and we got a little quote from or a PFF tag for Chris Jones because they talked about what he did to the Raiders yesterday.
Unspeakable.
Go ahead. You read it.
Chris Jones did unspeakable things to the Raiders interior yesterday. That's really the main thing.
Yes.
Unspeakable. Probably the most dominant DT performance I've seen in recent years by anyone not named Aaron Donald. You just referenced that by calling him the second best defensive tackle.
He's in that combo. He is. He's a game wrecker to where he is getting to the point on second or obvious passing situations, third downs, anything like that, you better have a protection plan. Because if you think your guard's just going to hold up against Chris Jones, you're crazy. I was on the field last year in Kansas City against the Colts. They have the best guard in football in Quentin Nelson. Let me tell you, his hands were full that day with Chris Jones. He's legit. And then the last thing I want to just say about this Chiefs defense to go, damn, okay. Their secondary gives them a fighting chance for the first time in a while. They got Fuller at one corner. Rashad Breeland, one of the better signings in free agency this year. Tyrann Mathieu, of course, is there. The Honey Badger's there. This second-round pick, Juan Thornhill, out of Virginia, who's a kind of a physical freak. And then 35, Charvarius Ward. I always mess up his name. I'm sorry. I think I said it right there. Who's got some length and some cover skills, too, to where I go, ooh, if they have to match up with a team on 3rd and 5 and play man-to-man, they can do it for the first time in 3 years.
Aside from the personnel being better, what is Steve Spagnuolo doing differently schematically that you see as opposed to what they did last year?
Yeah, so I saw them last 2 years with Sutton, too much unsound things, too many defenses, too much like to where I go, okay, yeah, you got every defense ever invented underneath the sun, but you're not good at any of them. Yeah. And you guys mess up plays, and there's mental mistakes on a weekly basis, or people just running free. They've kept it a little more simple at this point, with just like a creative sprinkle here and there, like where, oh, okay, there's a single receiver over here, and maybe the weak side linebacker goes out underneath them to take away the slant, you know, like totally turns his body. I mean, just little things like that so far. And I haven't watched that film, and again, I'll get into that. But I just know from even what I saw in week 1 with Jacksonville, it's just more sound, everybody on the same page. Can't tell you how many times last year I watched plays with the Bob Sutton Kansas City Chiefs. The ball was being snapped, and guys were still talking to each other because they're going, wait, this is the 9th defense we've run on 9 plays, and I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then they're like, oh, yeah, no wonder they're running for 30 yards down the middle of the field. So I think that's the big thing. He's simplified it. They're better. Their personnel fits the scheme better. I like the Chiefs' defense. Gives them a chance.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.